Hi friends, welcome to Meals with Maria. Today we're cooking in just one pot for less than $10. All of these meals are super inexpensive, delicious, and will not dirty all your dishes, so you're gonna love them. We're gonna be cooking in these beautiful Caraway pans today. Today's video is sponsored by Caraway, and these pans are incredible. All right, if you've been with me for years or over the years, you will know that some of my choices of cookware have been, let's say, questionable. And some of you have even mentioned in the comments my overuse of Teflon was maybe a poor choice and not really safe. And some of my pans were like grimy and needed to be scrubbed. And, you know, we don't need to get into the details. And I'll admit to being overly frugal when it came to my pan choices. But truthfully, when it comes to everyday cookware, I need to realize that it's something worth investing in. And cooking for my family safely and saving money by not eating in a restaurant is basically worth it, isn't it? Caraway is 100% non-toxic ceramic-coated cookware that is a safer alternative to traditional nonstick. So this is going to be better than your regular Teflon. These pans are not only beautiful, but practical and extremely easy to store. The pan set actually comes with storage dividers that are magnetic, so they can line up perfectly, which I kind of love. But you can also separate them out to work with whatever storage setup you have, or however you want to set up your pans in your cabinets, which is super nice because I know everyone's kitchen is completely different. There is also fabulous lid storage, which I absolutely love because sometimes I like to put my pans in a drawer, and if I do that, then the tops of the pans will get caught on the top, and this lid storage actually hangs on the inside of your cabinet door and doesn't take up any extra space. The pans are beautifully non-stick and extremely easy to care for, and if you're looking for a non-toxic alternative to traditional non-stick, and you're looking to upgrade your cookware to something that you can use for years to cook for yourself and your family, I do have a discount code for you today. So down in the description box, for a limited time, my viewers will receive a 10% discount on the entire Caraway website when they use that link. Cooking with Caraway has been like a dream come true because nothing sticks to the pan, everything slides clear right off, and the cooking is so easy and simple. The pans heat up just nicely, just perfect for me, and cleaning them is 2 seconds and it's done. It's amazing. Now we'll get to some one-pot cooking in these wonderful pans. I'm making lemon garlic shrimp, and you may think that shrimp, oh, that's an expensive meal. Well, it definitely doesn't have to be. I was able to get shrimp on sale for $7.95 a pound, but you don't have to use the big expensive shrimp. Even in a meal like this, I think salad shrimp would do just fine. And even Dollar Tree carries small things of cooked shrimp. You could get a couple of those for $2.50 if you're really trying to keep the budget low. I'm just starting by dicing up one red pepper, and if you needed to and you were shopping at Dollar Tree yet again, you can use the roasted red peppers from Dollar Tree. That would work. These fresh ones are absolutely delicious, and you can usually get them for around $1 to $1.50. And then here I have 5 cloves of fresh garlic. If you need to, you can always use a teaspoon of garlic powder. But I'm just going to crush these, and then I'm going to slice them, and we're going to leave one off to the side, and we are going to end up grating that into some butter later. Then I also have 3 scallion stalks. If you don't have that, you can use a teaspoon of onion powder. I'm going to slice up the light green and the white parts of the scallions, and then also the dark parts, but I'm going to separate them because we are going to use them at different times during cooking. You want to heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil or whatever oil you have in a non-stick skillet with a tight-fitting lid over medium heat. You want to add your bell peppers, your sliced garlic, and your white and green scallion slices. If you have 2 teaspoons of grated fresh lemon zest, go ahead and add that. I didn't have it, so I just added a squirt of lemon juice and then a sprinkle of crushed red pepper. Let your peppers and onions cook down for about 5 to 6 minutes, stirring occasionally. Then add 1 cup of uncooked long grain white rice, and you want to cook that, stirring constantly for about 1 minute. At that point, add in 2 cups of water and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then you want to bring that mixture to a simmer, and then reduce the heat to low and cover. Cook undisturbed for about 15 minutes. And while that's cooking, we're going to make a mixture we're going to put over the top of the shrimp. In a microwave-safe bowl, combine 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and then grate in that last clove of garlic. You want to microwave this for about 25 seconds or as long as it takes for your butter to melt.
And then you've made this lemony garlic mixture, and we're going to pour this over once our shrimp is cooked, and it's going to taste amazing. After the 15 minutes is up, you want to open your pan, and then we're going to arrange about 12 ounces of peeled, deveined raw shrimp. Then you want to recover your pan and cook for another 5 minutes until your shrimp is fully cooked. You could also use cooked shrimp here, so in that case you just kind of want to heat it until it's warm, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, a lot less. And then we're just going to pour this delicious garlicky lemon butter mixture right over the top of that shrimp and rice. I love this dish because there's really not too much that I didn't already have in my cabinets. I saw the shrimp on sale and I was able to use everything else that I kind of already had on hand, and you can switch things in and out super easily. And then in the end, you just want to top it with the dark greens of the scallions. Now, subscriber tip is that you can actually buy scallions once and then leave them in a cup on the counter in water or in the fridge, and they will actually regrow so that you kind of have like forever scallions. So those are extremely inexpensive because you only have to buy them once. This dish was so flavorful, so delicious, such a nice meal. Loved being able to have shrimp, loved being able to do it on a budget. So look out for those shrimp sales because it does happen. It's nice to just keep them in the freezer and have them ready to go whenever you're ready. That was my maiden voyage with the Caraway pan, and it was so easy to use, so wonderful. I absolutely loved it. For this next recipe, we're going to use the Dutch oven, which I was so excited to get a new Dutch oven because I desperately needed one, and make sweet potato turkey chili. You can see I made a little bit of cornbread on the side and had that with a pumpkin head. Comment below if you're also like, gotta have the pumpkin head in the fall because it's so good. You want to start off with 1 diced onion and either 1 really large sweet potato, because I know those exist in many places, or 2 medium to small sweet potatoes, so I just used 2. And then I have 3 cloves of garlic minced. That's pretty much all the chopping that we're going to do for today, so that's out of the way. Everything else we're just going to put right in the pan, and it's going to be so delicious. This is such a nice fall meal. I absolutely love turkey sweet potato chili in the fall. It's something completely different, and I always add a secret ingredient to mine, so don't forget to stick around because it's not your traditional chili. Start off by adding a couple tablespoons of oil over medium heat in your Dutch oven or whatever pan or pot you want to use. Cook that down for about 5 minutes. Then you want to add in about a pound of ground turkey, or you can use ground beef here. Or if you want to go vegetarian, you don't even need to use meat at all. We'll just double up on the beans. Any of these items can make this chili extremely inexpensive. I was able to find ground beef and ground turkey on sale in my area for $2.77 again, so I felt like that was a huge win. Sometimes I see like the big logs of ground beef on sale at Aldi for like $2.45. So whatever your sale item is, go ahead and grab that, and you can just use that from your freezer, especially if you defrost it, or go ahead and use beans because those are going to be the least expensive option that there is. You just want to cook your meat until it's no longer pink. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika, although I use smoked paprika because everything is better with smoked paprika. And if you'd like, you can add a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, but I did not do that because that is a no-go in my family. Give that a nice stir, make sure that everything is coated, and then we're going to add those diced sweet potatoes, 1 cup of chicken broth, or I'm using chicken bouillon, so just 1 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1 can of fire rice roasted diced tomatoes, or if you don't have those, I just used regular diced tomatoes, that was still good, and 1 can of drained kidney beans. This is where if you're not going to use the meat, go ahead and add whatever beans you like. I think black beans would be absolutely delicious in this as well. And I almost forgot about my secret ingredient, a good dash of cinnamon. Cinnamon with the sweet potatoes and the chili is so incredible, and it does a lot for flavor, and you're not going to feel like it's like a sweet dish at all. It is so delicious. Just want to stir everything really good, and we're going to bring it up to a boil. Once it's at a boil, you want to lower the heat and then put the cover on kind of a jar and let it cook for 15 to 25 minutes. And that's going to depend on how thick or big you cut the sweet potato pieces. So you just want to check them. Once they're softened, your chili is done. I served this for the first regular season football game of the season. I know I said season twice, I don't know. I put sour cream on mine, some cheddar cheese. Like I said, I had a pumpkin head. I had some cilantro. You can put avocado on this, whatever you like. I made up some cornbread, and it was so good and so nice to have only 1 pot to clean, and it was super easy to clean. Okay, for this next one, we're making a 1-pot tortellini skillet. I guess I'm not technically using a skillet. I am going to use my Dutch oven, but either way, whatever type of pot you want to use, it is absolutely delicious. And this one really, you don't even have to cut anything. You're just going to put it all in there. So I have about 2 pounds of frozen meatballs. The original recipe just calls for 1 pound, so you can use whatever you have. I decided to make extra because I knew that my kids would eat this during the week and it would be super easy for me. This entire 2-pound package of meatballs was $6.99 at my local store, so if you're only using half of it for one portion of the recipe, that means $3.50. And I know you can also get little mini meatballs at Dollar Tree, so I know you can do this on a budget no matter what. To your meatballs, you want to add 3 cups of water and 2 jars of marinara sauce, or alternatively 1.5 cups of water and 1 jar of marinara sauce. Just use whatever you have, make as much as you want. Stir well and bring up to a simmer over medium heat and cook for 12 minutes. And this is going to cook your frozen meatballs all the way through. You don't even have to do anything. Then you want to toss in 1 to 2 containers of tortellini. I'm going to use 2 containers that I had from Aldi, and you just want to gently stir those into the sauce to make sure to fully coat them. And then we're going to cover the pan and cook for another 12 minutes until the tortellini is tender. And your meatballs should be fully cooked through at this point. Now, if you'd like, you can top this with some mozzarella cheese, or you can even throw some spinach in there and it will wilt right down and give you a healthy option, healthy addition. I did not do that because I didn't have either of those things on hand. I just went with what I had. Served my family this for a Sunday night dinner. Everybody was super happy. You can see Ben thought it was just great and nice and covered in pasta sauce. He just figured out how to wave, so he's very excited to wave to everybody on the camera. And that'll do it for meals today. I hope you got some great one-pot ideas. I hope you love the Caraway pans like I did. Make sure to click the link down in the description box if you want to get that 10% discount. That is for a limited time for my viewers only, so you want to check that out. I want to thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and like this video if you like new one-pot meal ideas. Subscribe if you haven't already, and click on this next video to get some more one-pot inspiration. And I'll see you all very soon.
Someone like you, I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of you.